you're indeed a dragon. So, when it comes to the existence of this universe all around us, either this universe is always there, or it wasn't always there. It's a binary question. And we can then move on, analyzing each question. Because if it wasn't always there, then something brought it into existence. If it was always there, then nothing brought it into existence. Which one of those two options to you seems sensible from looking at the world around you?
Frankly, I'm just too young to really... I'm too young to really have the experience, to have the time to really get the research done to understand that. Because I've only been seeking the research for maybe a year now. So I'm still trying to...
But I disagree with your statement that you're too young. No, you are smart in your time frame now, because that is a time frame to use our brain cells properly without like, I'm about to retire now, I don't have time for that. You are young and smart. Your brain cells are firing, right? So when you want to eat something, you're not going to say, I'm too young to think what's the best food for me, what's the nice food for me. When you want to choose a boyfriend or a girlfriend or a wife, right? I'm being inclusive. You would say, I can make that decision. You don't say I'm too young for that.
Well, it wasn't that I was too young to figure it out, but rather I'm thinking right now, and I'm still trying to figure that out. And my saying of young is my time on Earth is probably not as long as the time you've had, or as a lot of other people have had to think about it and like do research. And so I'm still using the time I have right now to figure things out and to do the research to better understand and make a decision for myself how I see the world.
Do you at least understand the difference between right and wrong, good and bad?
I believe I have an understanding of it.
Yeah, this is sufficient enough to be of that age of reason and accountability for you to reflect on that question. Because what if you die now? Where are you going to go after death?
I don't think I care. I don't think I know yet, and I don't think I feel. I don't feel confident about any particular place where I'm going to go.
No, because you don't know, then there is a risk of you ending up in a place of misery, of pain, of suffering, of torture.
There certainly is.
Yeah. Would you want to risk that?
I mean,
imagine eternal hellfire. We don't want to risk going to eternal hellfire, especially when we have the age of, we are in the age of reason. Look, you might want to say, I want to have fun. I want to have fun, drinks, Coca-Cola, films, entertainment, drugs, whatever. You can really look after your ego, but this joy is momentary. They don't last long. But the joy that we are talking about is eternal, everlasting in heaven, or punishment in hellfire because of our not fulfilling the objective that we were here for. So if we simply ignore and say, look, I don't have time for that. I have exams, I have projects, I have girlfriends, I have lots of things. These are not going to be an excuse in the day of judgment when our Creator will ask us. We were given the intellect to decipher between right and wrong, good and bad, truth and falsehood. And you knew that this is not a joke and mere amusement and play. Everything seems to be organized in such a complex harmony. It wasn't simply just like an amusement of some god sitting there and laughing. It wasn't like that. There is a purpose. There's a purpose of your shoes. There's a purpose for your shirt. There's a purpose of your eyes, your ears, your liver, everything. And yet, you never thought that holistically put together, you would not have a purpose. Of course you will have a purpose. And yet, if you do not know and fulfill that purpose, you cannot justify you're not doing that. Like if this is an exam and you fail that exam, how are you going to say, oh, but can I be spared because I was busy with other things? Even in human setting, even in human setting, do you agree? When we fail our exams, are you going to say, look, I was too busy watching Netflix? Would that be an excuse? Acceptable? What do you think? What if what you believe actually leads to hellfire and torment? That's what you make an assessment of. So what we are saying is, belief system that we take in needs to be scrutinized, assessed, verified, and then taken in. Not blind faith. I'm not going to say blindly believe this tripod is God. Nonsense.
But it seems like you want me to be sort of like
Critical thinking.
It seems like you want me to fear God right now and make a decision about what I believe right now, just in case I die immediately.
No, what I'm saying is, you start, it's important that you in your age right now, as you're saying you're too young, I don't think you're too young for that, to start thinking critically and say, look, I have a life which was not given by my parents. They're only a process. Because if I died, my parents would be a total incapable of bringing life back to me again. Yeah? If they had power to give me life, if I died as a baby, they can give me life again and again. The fact that they cannot, so they're the ones who gave me life. So life wasn't given by my parents. Who gave me life and for what purpose? And if I don't think about these things and I'm only preoccupied with the worldly pleasures and I die, then my Creator, when He asks me, why did you not fulfill the purpose that you're created for? You and I, if we didn't do that, we would have no excuse in their judgment. And it will be too late. You can't say, oh, send me back, I'll be thinking, I'll be pondering, I will really look into it. There will be no coming back. So this life is time for us to really reflect and say, look, all these distractions around, I need to really know, who am I? Where did I come from? What am I doing here? And where am I going? And am I on the right track or not?
I guess I will share my belief in God. I do believe that an all-knowing God would understand like genuine doubts and concerns about things in life, and so I do believe that if I died right now, I would receive, if there is a God, I would receive some kind of mercy God because I'm striving to understand.
Okay. What is it about God that you have doubts or misunderstanding? We can clarify that.
I don't think I have time for that right now.
Okay, no problem. You take care. See you later.